Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool transfer news. Arne Slot 24 hours from deal, amid Alexander Isak standoff. Liverpool are yet to return with a second offer for Alexander Isak after Newcastle rejected a bid of £120 million. But the Reds are getting on with other business instead. Liverpool have been extremely busy in the summer transfer window and are showing no signs of slowing down. Arne Slot's side have splashed over £300 million to sign Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, Jeremy Frimpong, Armin Pesce and Freddie Woodman. They have seen a £120 million bid rejected by Newcastle for Alexander Isak, but the saga continues to rumble on. Isak is still desperately holding out for his dream move to Anfield and is refusing to play for the Magpies. But for now he is not the priority for Liverpool, who have their eye on signing two defenders. Both Slot and Virgil van Dijk identified the defence as the weakest aspect of the side after their defeat on penalties by Crystal Palace in the Community Shield. And the club has wasted no time in acting upon those worries. Here are the latest transfer news stories. Liverpool have wasted no time in pursuing Parma defender Giovanni Leoni and could have a deal wrapped up within 24 hours, according to TalkSport. Mirror Football reported on Tuesday that the Reds wanted to sign Leoni and Crystal Palace captain Marc Guéhi. And they have raced through negotiations and will sign the Italian for a fee in the region of £30 million. The 18-year-old centre-back is under contract with Parma until June 2029 but is keen to move to Anfield. Liverpool have received a glowing endorsement from Arrigo Sacchi. We'll see if the deal goes through, but in any case, I'd say the Reds would be making a great move by signing this young man, whom I followed with interest and curiosity in the second half of last season, the legendary manager wrote in Gazzetta dello Sport. I'm convinced he'll be the linchpin of the Azzurri defence for a long time. Liverpool have also opened talks to sign Crystal Palace captain Marc Guéhi after facing them in the Community Shield. The England star's contract expires next summer, leaving Palace in a difficult position. Nevertheless, The Guardian have reported that manager Oliver Glasner wants Guéhi to stay for another season at Palace, even if that means losing him for free next summer. Liverpool are attempting to land him for a fee between £30 million and £35 million, but Guéhi is happy to stay put if his side's £40 million valuation isn't met. The summer at Liverpool started with reports of Ibrahima Konate's unhappiness after the club offered him a new contract. Konate was reportedly upset with the offer, which did not value him as highly as others in the squad. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC. Our second news is Bournemouth could be without 5 key players for Liverpool as £34 million transfer sealed. The latest Bournemouth injury and team news ahead of their Premier League opener with defending champions Liverpool at Anfield. The new 2025-26 Premier League season kickoffs on Friday, August 15th. And suitably it gets underway at Anfield as Liverpool open the defence of their title at home to Bournemouth, 8 p.m. kickoff. It has been a summer of massive change at the home of the defending champions with nearly £300 million committed on new signings and more than £170 million banked by outgoings. But the same could be said of Bournemouth. The Cherries were excellent last season under their highly rated manager Andoni Iraola, eventually finishing 9th. But success comes at a price and some of their top talents have been cherry-picked. And it is their backline that has been hit in particular. Liverpool were interested in signing Dean Huijsen but the Spain international instead made the decision to join Real Madrid for £50 million. But the Reds did snap up another Bournemouth defender when they agreed to pay £40 million for left-back Milos Kerkez. The Cherries this week then lost Ilya Zabarnyi, Huijsen's centre-back partner from last season, to European champions Paris Saint-Germain for £54.5 million. But they have moved quickly to bolster the centre of their defence by completing the £34.6 million capture of Bafod Diakite from Lille. With Adrian Truffert arriving from Rennes for £14.4 million to replace Kerkez, Bournemouth will also have a new goalkeeper between the posts against Liverpool after signing George Petrovic from Chelsea £4.25m. Petrovic will replace Kepa Arrizabalaga, who has signed for Arsenal after spending the 2024-25 campaign on loan with the Cherries from Chelsea. All the new signings should be available on Friday, but Bournemouth boss Iraola could be without up to 5 key players further up the field. Last season's joint top goalscorer Justin Kluivert is almost certainly out with the calf injury he picked up in the first game of pre-season. Iraola, speaking after Saturday's friendlies with Real Sociedad, said, "Justin is going slower than we thought. He did in the first game a very small calf injury. We thought he could even be able to play the last games in the US, but the truth is he's having some issues and he's not going as quick as we expected. It shouldn't be long. It should be already solved. But he's not training with us still." Fellow forward Luis Sinisterra and midfielder Ryan Christie were both expected to have returned to training this week, but there appears little chance of them featuring against the Reds given they haven't featured in pre-season. Iraola said, "Sini has started training with us. And Ryan Christie, we expect him to train this week. It's true that he has been out a lot of time, he has been training on his own, has been doing his own things. It's not like he's starting from zero." Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Liverpool's next 2 transfers after Giovanni Leoni as Arne Slot makes telling gesture. Liverpool could be set to ramp up their summer business over the coming days, having agreed a deal to land Parma defender Giovanni Leoni. The youngster has been on their radar for several weeks and it seems he is finally closing in on a move to Anfield. Arne Slot has been hunting a new centre-back to fill the void left by Jarell Quansah's recent move to Bayer Leverkusen. A number of big names have been linked with the Reds, but they appear to have decided on Leoni, who would arrive as a long-term solution. He boasts plenty of potential at just 18 and has already established himself as a regular for Parma. Last season, he made 17 appearances for the Italian side and chipped in with a goal against Cagliari on only his second league start. Liverpool have reached a full verbal agreement with Leoni and he wants to join the Reds with immediate effect, according to Sky Germany. While a transfer fee is yet to be decided, negotiations with Parma are said to be at an advanced stage. When the move goes ahead, Liverpool will be able to switch their focus to the signing of Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi. He has just entered the final year of his contract at Selhurst Park, meaning the Eagles are under pressure to cash in. Slot made a telling gesture before the Community Shield last weekend, taking his time to greet the defender in the Wembley Tunnel. They were seen chatting moments before kickoff as Palace sprung a surprise by beating Liverpool on penalties. Steve Parish, the Palace chairman, has already admitted that Guéhi will be sold if the right bid comes in. He is said to have a price tag of around £50 million, but only time will tell if Liverpool are willing to match that figure. If they do not want to pay up, they could simply wait until next summer and sign the England international on a free transfer. However, this approach would run the risk of another club swooping in and landing Guéhi for themselves. As a result, it would be in Liverpool's best interest to wrap up a deal before the summer window closes at the start of next month. They have also been tipped to reignite their pursuit of Alexander Isak, who is desperate to leave Newcastle over the coming weeks. He has reportedly informed the Magpies that he will refuse to play for them until a transfer is agreed. Earlier this month, the Reds tabled a proposal of around £110 million, but Newcastle were quick to dismiss their advances. It was later reported that a second bid would not be forthcoming, with the Merseyside Giants having pulled out of negotiations. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ,